What's up guys, Branded Dude here. So new replay here, playing Branded. You see in our opening hands we have Branded Red, Aluba, Shrouded, Albaz and Kolbai. We're going up against Yummy Mimighoul. Friend was testing out the Yummy Mimighoul engine, partly because he still needs to get a few other cards for full Mimighoul deck, you know, the usual deck list, so he's just slided in the Mimighoul parts into it. So because we have Aluba in hand and Brand Red, we decide, okay, we need to set up a way to dodge Imperm or Veiler. So with Shrouded we send Albaz, get a draw here. I'll let you know we did draw into Triple Tactics Talent here. Normal summon Aluba, effect, opponent's going to go channeling to Imperm, we're going to go channeling 3, Branded in Red, target Albaz. Opponent does not have Bell or DD Crow, I'll let you know, our opponent does main deck DD Crow. So yeah, Branded Red is going to resolve. Here, sorry, you'll see that I kept a card to the bottom of my deck. It's because while I was shuffling, I didn't realize I accidentally left the card underneath my extra deck. So yeah, with Brand Red, don't worry, I summoned Mood Dragon first, but then I reread Red that says you can only summon level 8 or higher. So here I go for Curtis. I don't go for Rebellion because I was afraid my opponent had another Imperm. Then it would be just kind of awkward to leave Rebellion there on the field, but I guess I should have, because that's where we can bait out more interruptions from our opponent, because we have Kolbai for Ash Blossom. Okay, so maybe I should have done that, but it's totally fine. We activate Branded Fusion. Opponents are going to chain Ash, we're going to chain Kolbai, and by our opponent's reaction here is just honestly shocked that I had out to all these hand traps. So, but yeah, it's pretty good. Luckily we got Branded Fusion to resolve, so we're going to resolve it, and we're going to fusion summon into Albion the Branded Dragon. Okay, Albion effect here activating. Here I just rush and banish the Albazes. All 3 are basically banished from my deck, but I decided, no, wait, hold up, that's too risky. So here I decide, okay, we're just going to banish the one in grave, banish Curtis, go straight for Merjade. That's what we're going to do here. We're not going to do too much here. Okay, not take that chance and suffer with having no Albazes in play. Okay, so we're going to go summon Bestial Rebellion. Bestial Rebellion here is going to place the Branded Regained from our deck, and I decided to put Regained over Lost because we have too many cards banished here, specifically to Albaz. I decided, okay, let's just prioritize getting our way to recycle stuff, okay, in case, just so that nothing gets too difficult for us. Okay, we're going to activate talents to look up opponent's hand. You see he has Lollipop. I think the other card is Cookie, and then he has Prosperity. Sorry about the lights going off there, but with talents we hit the Prosperity because I'd say with his normal summon he doesn't have a good searcher. Okay, nothing crazy, so we can banish the normal summon, and then hopefully if he has no other extenders, that is guaranteed pass from our opponent. So that's why I hit the Prosperity. Prosperity can search for whatever extenders he needs. Sure, half damage, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna let this Yummy Mimighoul deck pop off, because honestly, no, please, we're not gonna want that to happen to us. So end phase we set the banishments, and we'll pass our turn. Opponent draws into the Mimighoul Dragon. I'm not sure, did I cut his deck there? I don't know. I know he shuffled, but oh well, it is what it is. Anyways, moving on. Opponent searches for Mimighoul Maker. I think that's the spell name. Yeah, I think that's the spell's name. So here on res I was thinking, okay, do I banish the dragon or do I not? Because the thing is with Maker, he can just get another body onto his field if we banish it. So I decided, you know what, let's him link summon, and then we can banish the link, because remember he has 2 Yummy names in his hand. The Yummy's he already normal summoned, so we need to just not allow those Yummies to be able to summon himself. Okay, so here my opponent was contemplating what's the next best play here. He knows we have banishment, nothing in our hand as a hand trap or an interruption, so yeah, he needs to find a way to get the Yummies alive to special summon themselves. So he has to do a link summon here, but he knows we have banishment, so he knows that we could summon either Lad, Chaos Star Source, and I think he does know, yeah, he does know that we're playing Felia Regis, but I don't think Felia Regis was something I was worried about. Just the Chaos Star Source and the Lad, which is a 3 Omni negate. So here indeed, just checking on the link materials requirements for his link ones there, but yes, he does commit to a link summon here into Almirage. Okay, on res opponent, I think here in this situation, I think he should have actually chained the Maker on summon of Almirage, you know, because he has priority, but he doesn't. So on res I decide, okay, we're gonna activate the Branded Banishment here. And yeah, you'll see I do take a bit of time deciding what to summon here, because I was really thinking, do I summon Chaos Star Source pop, or do I summon Lad to negate? Okay, on Branded Banishment, my opponent, he doesn't chain the Maker, which honestly I think was the better play, and I think he also did realize that was a far better play. Just chain Maker either immediately on the summon of Almirage, or should have chained Maker on the activation of Branded Banishment. I think that's what he should have done. So Yeah, because that's where, yeah, I'll either have to decide, do I want to use regained, because he will have triggers. I will also have a trigger, but yeah, we'll just decide, okay, do I want to use my trigger or not? Okay, so yeah, sorry, did take a little bit of time here to summon something, but we do definitely go for that, because I decided, okay, we don't want our opponent to be activating too much here, or, you know, find a way to either get find an extender or something just happening that he gets more body. So I decided, okay, we're gonna go for that here, taking a chance here, because I was just so afraid that my opponent would have one out, one, you know, door to victory. So yeah, I was a bit scary. But yeah, 2 banishment, we do decide to chain Mimighoul, because honestly that was a better play. Get rid of the link 1, so his armies are not live, and then we're going to summon Lad, banish the Albion, and what's his name, Bestial Rebellion. On res, we're going to activate regained, target the Albion, put it back, and draw a card. So yeah, opponent here is not reading, and here he did also, while I was there, he did realize, yeah, should have played differently. Honestly, he was trying to avoid this Lad being there on the field and just becoming a huge problem for him. So he does realize, okay, he should do something differently. But Maker's gonna get negated or whatever. He can't normal summon, can't special summon the yummies from hand, so he decides to pass, to be honest. But he was hoping that, you know, I wouldn't have enough damage for game here, which is unfortunately something that doesn't come true for him, because we have Mimighoul Lad at 6,400. I draw for turn, I just normal summon Albaz, obviously no effect here, enter battle phase, and that's just game. Opponent, he can't stop this. So here you realize that he should have set the Maker, because that's when in battle phase he can activate Maker, reduce Lad, so that's why he could survive just having a few extra life points to play. So yeah, you'll see in my hand, I think I drew into grass for turn here, but yeah, I didn't need it, because I just needed to normal summon the Albaz for game. So yeah, that was game number 1. Honestly, I think the opponent, he could have actually stood a chance of playing through our board there, but it didn't happen that way. So yeah, we're gonna do some, okay, well, let me say for the siding, because I was going second here, obviously I would keep in a hot piece feather duster. I'm not sure about lightning storm. The thing with lightning storm, because he is playing Mimighoul, I was like, okay, there's a good chance he might, well, not a good chance he will, there is a possibility that he will leave a monster on my side of the field, because, you know, Mimighoul, they have the field spell that while we control face down, we got normal summon, and also special summon monsters cannot declare an attack the turn they summon. So I was like, okay, maybe lightning storm will be a dead card. So I just kept hot piece, keep the Perulia, keep in the Forlos. Dark Rule Normal is definitely in there. In terms of the extra deck, I do take out Lad and keep in Masquerade. So yeah, that was the side patterns I'll go for there. So yeah, we're just gonna skip through this and hop on into game number 2. Alright, so here we are, done shuffling now. Opponent is we're just gonna cut each other's deck here. But yes, game number 2 is on the way. So yeah, obviously we're going second against Yami Mimighoul. We know obviously if we draw a full also Perulia, that would be good for us. If they can resolve, that's also pretty good for us. We also want to see Dark Rune no more in case our opponent sets up Herald and Super Poly. Sure, we want to see that, but yeah. Opponent draw 5 starts with Maker. Honestly, it's so crazy how many times he draws this card. So here, basically Maker, he has Dragon, Archfiend, rolls a dice, whichever one he lands, or odd or even, he summons to our field. So we get Dragon to our field. I think opponent wanted Dragon to his field, because that way Dragon can search for the field spell. So yeah, here he's just, because Maker says summon once our field, then he can add the other card, and then if he wants to, he can special summon. So he decides, yeah, okay, he's going to special summon Archfiend to flip up Dragon triggers, basically balls our field, and then switches control. Opponent goes talents, you see there in our hand, Albaz, Lost, Super Poly, Opening, and Branded in red. Pretty good hand, it's okay-ish, pretty decent. Super Poly definitely is board breaker, but yeah, so obviously our opponent is going to put back the Super Poly, because that will break his board. So yeah, Super Poly gets put back. Our opponent here can just pop off, go full combo here, because he knows our hand, we have no interruptions. So here's going to overlay, going to Mimighoul, what's that, Giant Mimighoul is going to get a search for the field spell. Okay, you may be wondering, why does he put in extra monsters on? It's because he plays the Gravity Controller. Okay, I will say also, guys, just remember here he is proxying Gravity Controller. He didn't have it here, but I'll let you know which one is Gravity Controller. Summons Fairy. Okay, links off. Okay, this whatever that link monster's name is, that's Gravity Controller, the proxy. Okay, special summons the Cupsy from hand, searches for surprise, link off into Snatchy Effector to get the minion, and then he's going to go Minion Effector to Reborn, I believe. Yeah, Minion Effect to Reborn, and Then he's going to link off going to, which one's the one that searches? Is it the cookie or is it the cupsy? I think it's cupsy that searches for 2 names. So yeah, he definitely, all we know in his hand is that he has the Mimighoul Field Spore and Yummy Surprise so far. So here's going to synchro off, actually go into the, is that cupsy? Yeah, that's cupsy. Search for 2 names, Lollipop and Cookie. Discard the Lollipop. Okay. And then we're going to see, yeah, so yeah, opponent's definitely going to go full combo. He's going to bring out Herald. He's going to have enough cards here. So yeah, we're going to see what end board he ends on. Special summon the Cookie from hand, synchro off into Lollipop. Then Lollipop here is going to reborn 2 names. Here comes Cookie and here comes Lollipop. Did I just repeat myself? Yeah, I did. I think I did. So yeah, okay, cool. Nibiru here would go pretty hard here, to be honest. He's going to synchro off into Meshul Martian. Martian's going to reborn the Lollipop, right? It has to be Lollipop. Reborn the Lollipop. Okay, cool. Synchro off. Here comes the Herald of Arclight. Okay, the Floodgate and Omni Negate. Link off into Snatchy. And then, does he stop here or does he go further? I think he goes a little bit further here. But yeah, I will say Herald of Arclight. Unfortunately, here I was hoping, okay, I need to draw into Dark Rule no more. Also another super poly again, because Herald of Arclight is going to be a pain. Okay, because sure, he's going to play 2 copies. Okay, so he activates the Mimighoul Dungeon. Dungeon here is going to search for Archfiend. He's going to special summon the Archfiend from hand to our field, and then sets 2. So the set 2, we know it's Maker. The other card, most probably the Mimighoul Trap, because he didn't search for it. Okay, so I have Archfiend. I know I can't normal summon yet. Okay, kind of forgot what I drew into, but it definitely was not a super poly on what's the word? A Dark Rule no more. Okay, so here I'm just contemplating, okay, can I play through this board? Most probably not. Herald is a problem, so obviously I need to do with Herald first before anything else. So I activate, oh wait, I did draw Dark Rule no more. Never mind, I drew Dark Rule no more. That's kind of insane. That's actually insane. I lied to you guys. We drew Dark Rule no more. We drew Dark Rule no more. Sorry. So yeah, pretty insane. But opponent has Solemn Judgment. Oh, that wasn't Mimighoul Trap. That was Solemn Judgment. So he negates the Dark Rule no more. Okay, so unfortunately this is not going to be an easy out for us here, because now Herald is still alive. And yeah, we're going to activate last. May as well force out the Herald here. I think, oh wait, does he do it here? Okay, no, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Okay, he's going to summon the Lollipop, and he's going to summon the Cupsy. Cupsy is going to get a search. Oh no, sorry, he uses the effect to draw. Okay, to draw a card. Drew into another yummy name there. Okay, so here I still have Brandon Red, Albaz. What was the other card? I don't know what the other card is, but yeah, here I realized, yeah, we're not going to play through this, to be honest. We know he has Yummy Surprise. Yeah, because I can't normal summon so far, because I control the sets. So here I decide, okay, we're going to flip the Archfiend feature. Basically, opponent draws a card, we discard a card, and then switch control of this card to your opponent. So that's the effect there. Opponent's deciding whether he wants to trigger Lollipop, I think. And does he? I don't think he does. Yeah, so here I discard the Branded in red. Sure, I could have went Branded red, but the issue is Herald is just going to banish everything. So yeah, even though Branded open is going to banish the monster, we have Branded red, but yeah, there I decide to normal summon Albaz effect. Opponent just changed Surprise. I said, yeah, no, that's it. I don't think we had a way to play through that, because opponent had Judgment for the Dark Rule no more. So yeah, that was game number 2. So we're going to hop on to game number 3, and let's see how it goes. Alright, game number 3. Obviously, if I'm going first, I'm going to take out the Furlos and the Perulia. I'm going to keeping the Dragon's Mind, the D barrier as well. Keep Dark Rule no more, even though I tried to take it out because you don't want to draw Dark Rule no more here, but yes. So yeah, here we are, game number 3. I think I'll show you what exactly I drew into. Do I? I'm not sure. Maybe I do. Okay, we started with Bestial Rebellion. Oh, I think I remember what happened here. So here I drew Bestial Rebellion, Magnum Hut, Dragon's Mind, and basically no starters. I had no Eluba, I had no way to access Brand Fusion, no High Spirits. So in my hand I have Dragon's Mind, I have Serenia, Magnum Hut. I think I also had Branded in red or Fusion Duplication. I think it was Fusion Duplication actually, so yeah. 2 traps, 2 monsters, and something else in my hand. So yeah, no starters, nothing. So there I set the Dragon's Mind. Wait, is it Dragon's Mind? Hold up, now I actually don't know what I set here. So set 2, okay, And then here I decide, okay, in order for Dragon's Mind to be live, I need to put a 2500 body basically onto the field. So I do activate the Serenia. I don't activate the Magnamut because I was like, okay, I'd rather get that. If Magnamut gets, I don't know, Ashed or something, it's kind of rough. So I decide to keep the Magnamut in hand to just summon Serenia, because that way, if Serenia ends up going to the grave, Fusion Duplication, which is one of my set cards, is live. So Serenia target the Lubellion. Here I'll let you know my opponent did have Lancia in his hand and he was contemplating whether he should activate, but I mean, are we just going to stop the summon of the Serenia here? So he decides not to use the Lancia, and we pass our turn, hoping that we have something else. So yeah, all we have as interruption is Dragon Mind and the Mag in hand, hopefully Fusion Duplication, but with that if is only if Serenia goes to grave. Opponent normal summons Lollipop, links over into Snatchy. Here I decide not to gate because I'm like, he can obviously I believe they can search this off the Cupsy, right? They can search the field spell of Cupsy. Opponent then goes field spell effect to summon the Lollipop. Here's contemplating, should I have used Dragon Mind here? But I think Dragon Mind says only when your opponent activates a spell card, not a spell effect. Synchro off into Cupsy to search. I go Dragon's Mind. I'm like, nope, we're going to stop that. You're not going to search for names, and you already used the field spell, so I decide to use Dragon's Mind here. Okay, and we'll see what our opponent does. If he has any, okay, he has Surprise in his hand. So let's see, he has Surprise so far as we can see. I don't know, I think he has Lancia. We know Lancia is in his hand, and I'm not sure what the other hand trap, the other card is. So 3 cards in hand, right? I think that's 3 cards. Yeah, I think that's 3 cards. So we can see what he does further on. Okay, I don't think he has an extender at all. Okay, he's contemplating, just reading, seeing how much defense my Serenia has. I will let you know, guys, I got new oversleeves, so honestly, now my deck feels so much smoother there after buying them. So really happy to have new oversleeves here. So yeah, opponent's really contemplating, does he use Xiaomi Surprise or not? Oh, double Ash, Lancia, and what's that spell? Oh, Talents. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is such insane name. Double Ash, Lancia, Talents, and Surprise. Okay, so let's see what our opponent does. That he used the field spell. Sure, he could use Surprise, but I think he decided, okay, we're going to set the Surprise, rely on the Ash Blast. So we go in end phase Dragon's Mind, paying 2500 to reset itself, which I believe it's effect. Yeah, opponent controls some monsters, so we can't go Magnamut. Luckily we didn't, because now that I see our opponent had Talents, so we draw a card. Okay, I don't think we drew into any starters here as well. So moving on, let's see what our opponent does. So here, we drew Brand Fusion, which is actually crazy. And our opponent, he knows we have Dragon's Mind, so it's like there's nothing he can do. So he's just going to chain Ash, may as well get Dragon's Mind out of the way. Dragon's Mind, cool. Negate, resolve Brand Fusion. Okay, I won't lie, that's a crazy top deck. Okay, so here we're going to send Albaz. I think we send Tragedy. Yeah, because I need a searcher. So we send the Tragedy. Here, going to summon the Lubellion. And now here, you'll see. Okay, no, not yet. Lubellion effect with discard. What do we discard? We discard the Magnamut. Okay. Why do I discard the Magnamut and not the card in my hand? I don't know what that last card in my hand is. Kind of forgot. But yeah, luckily for us, opponent did have Lancia, so at least we don't go for Albion, because that's where we could be shut down by the Lancia there. We went straight for Lubellion. Okay, and here, I'm not sure. Let's see what our opponent does. Okay, I don't think it responds with anything. So we're going to resolve Tragedy to get the search. Search for a Luba, obviously, because we need a Luba to search for another branded spell or trap. Okay, and then we're going to resolve Lubellion. Here, I think we go straight for... Do I go straight for Mirror Jade or do I go for Albion? No. Okay, I'm putting back Bestial Lubellion and Serenia. I think we go for Chaos Star Source, because we want to pop the cards on the field. Also force out that back row as well. So we're going to target the field spell and the back row. Opponent here obviously is going to chain the Yami Surprise to Reborn. Okay, Yami Surprise. Oh, does he add back? No, there's no point putting back the field spell because you don't want to lose the game. So he's most probably going to Reborn a name from the grave. I don't think I have anything here to stop this. So was he choosing what's effect to activate? But yeah, I think he's going to go for the effect to Reborn from grave. Yeah, summon Cupsy from grave. I believe it's not negated, but Cupsy can only get the search when it's synchro summoned. Okay, on rares, I think it goes back to us. I know my opponent has Cupsy, so here I decide to end the battle phase, just destroy it like before it can start tagging itself out. Okay, I don't know why I didn't switch Serenia to attack you before I enter battle phase, but it is what it is. Normal summon Luba effect here. Here I believe I think I searched for branded. Okay, I searched for branded white. Okay, and we're gonna activate branded white here. Opponent here is gonna chain the lance here, so we cannot banish from grave, but we can still resolve branded white here because we have dragons on the field. So with this, I decide to go for Ophelia Regis using both my dragons here, which is the correct materials for Ophelia Regis. So we're going to summon Ophelia Regis pretty early. Okay, boom, that's there. And then, what's that one card I had? I don't know. Is that a trap card? No. Or was that a spell? I think that was a spell. I think we set it. Yeah, we set it. Okay, I'll remember. Okay, it's branded in red. It's branded in red, guys. That set card now is branded red, and the other set card is fusion duplication. So yeah, we're pretty good. We have Ophelia Regis, duplication, branded red. Yeah, we're pretty good. We are pretty good. So we pass our turn there. Opponent draws for turn. Okay. Yeah, cut the deck. Field spell. Opponent's field spell is in the grave, the most important one. So yeah, we have Ophelia Regis to deal with it, but Ophelia Regis can only activates effect in main phase. So opponent draws Harpies for turn. So here, okay, here's the thing. I was worried about DD Crow, so I decided, okay, let's chain branded in red first, so that we can bait out Bell or DD Crow, right? And then opponent had no response, so then we chain fusion duplication. Opponent was just my opponent, he was just like, honestly, what the hell? I just have all the things I need. We got chain link 3 Ophelia Regis, banish the field spell in grave. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to bounce the Serenia. I realized Ophelia Regis can only bounces if I banish a card on the field. So yeah, that was illegal. Shouldn't have added a card to my hand. So here with fusion duplication, we banish branded fusion, send Chaos Nephthys, and what are we going to send? Obviously we're going to send Albaz. What am I talking? We're going to send Albaz here, obviously. But the thing is, I remembered, okay, I'm trying to resolve branded red as well. So oh no, so we sent Albaz and Cortesia going to Albion, then branded red resolves. We add back the Albaz and grave. That's the card I targeted. It's in my grave, Albaz. And then I don't think I use branded red to fusion. Yeah, I don't think I do. Yeah, we go Albion effect on rest. So that Serenia should have remained on the field, guys. Completely forgot. Ophelia Regis says only banish, add return a card if you banish a card on the field. Okay, my bad. We banish a card in the grave. Okay, anyways, we summon the Mirror Jade. Yo, this is such a illegal game state here. My word, that is insane. But don't worry, guys. It's a casual duel. Sometimes we forget. It happens. But yes, our opponent, he has an Ash, which we know. He has Talents, which we know. And some card in hand. Okay, Ash, Talents, and... oh, does he only have 2 cards? Okay, so Ash and Talents. It's going to go Talents to draw 2. Okay, draws 2. And then does he draw into a starter, extend, or anything? Let's see. Okay, yeah, nothing here. So he has just go by and the one starter, but we're just going to banish it, which honestly is just going to stop him there. So yeah. So yeah, that's the end of the duel, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.